We have a 240-pound police officer with a carbine in his hand, and there's a young 90-pound indigenous male, and the only way that they can subdue him is kick him soccer style in the head. It doesn't make sense. And there are independent witnesses, but yet they won't take him to trial.
Criminal defense lawyer Richard Maristy says that the Edmonton police officer involved should be charged after he kicked then 18-year-old Pacey Dumas in the head during a 2020 incident. The kick sent Dumas to the hospital for 9 days. Part of his skull was removed to reduce pressure in his brain. He now has a metal implant. His life changed forever. But even though the Alberta Serious Incident Response Team, also known as ASIRT, found that Constable Ben Todd committed offenses, the Alberta Crown Prosecution declined to charge him. The ASIRT final report details how Todd's actions showed a shocking lack of judgment and disregard of the life of Pacey Dumas. Officers were responding to reports of a fight and possession of a knife. Both Pacey and his brother Blair voluntarily left their house and were ordered to go prone on the ground. Pacey was ordered to crawl towards Officer Ben Todd. The officer says he believed Pacey was reaching into his pocket to grab a knife. In the report, he says he told Dumas to stop moving his hands or he would get kicked in the face. In the report, the officer says he felt threatened for his safety and kicked Pacey Dumas in the head. On Friday, Edmonton Police Chief Dale McPhee told media that Officer Todd is suspended with pay and an investigation is ongoing.
If your safety is in threat and your potential loss of life, you're going to do whatever it takes, right? And then it works backwards from there. So till we actually analyze that from a perspective of policy and or the actions taken and make those decisions, the only thing that we don't look at now is the criminal part, but we look at the employment part and everything in between that, and that's what we, our assurances to you is that we will do.
And there ought to be
At a press conference, the family's lawyer says incidents like this are not a one-time mistake. The family is suing the police chief and officers involved for over $500,000.
It is unfortunate that there is and always will be officers within any police organization that somehow lose their judgment or commitment to the limits of their power and authority. And unfortunately, those officers put all other good officers at risk every day.
Dumas's aunt, Leanne Ward, says that Pacey has changed since the incident.
And he hasn't been the same. He struggles to, live day to day, to go do just normal activities that we could do. Walking into the store, to feel safe, to be okay. He doesn't feel that. And it's hard, because now he has a younger one. He has a baby that he's trying to be there for.
Dumas has lost his brother Blair from suicide. He says he needs anxiety medication now and is afraid of the police.
If I see a police vehicle, it gives me anxiety, or if I just see an officer walking by, because what they did to me, of course I'm not going to trust them.
Chris Stewart, APTN National News, Edmonton.